my name is Mandy. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Since Thanksgiving and the holiday season is upon us, I decided to do a little video of just talking about all the things that I'm grateful for this year, because especially this year has been obviously super tough on each and every one of us, and I just feel like we need to remind ourselves in these times what we are grateful for. So I decided to film a little video about what I'm grateful for, so other people on YouTube do this as well. So let's get started. So normally I would not leave a disclaimer in any of my videos, but I just feel like I quickly want to add this in here and say that I know that this video does make me sound pretty privileged, and I am completely aware of that. I am completely aware that not everyone has these things to be grateful for, and I just quickly want to say that I am very well aware of that. I'm not trying to brag with what I can be grateful for. I just wanted to do this video in order to also remind myself again what I have in my life that I can be grateful for, because this has been a lot more difficult for me than I let on, and I definitely have been thinking that I have nothing in my life right now. And so this video definitely was also for me to see that there are things and people that I can be very grateful for. Yeah, this video is also more for me. Again, pretty much every video that I put out here on this channel is for me as a memory to look back on, and for me to keep on practicing my English. So yeah, I just quickly want to put out this disclaimer. I know I am living a more privileged life, and I definitely don't want to brag with that, because that's not who I am. That's not what I stand for. Hopefully this is enough as a disclaimer. And yeah, remember the holidays are upon us. Be nice to everyone, and remember that everyone is probably going through something that you are not aware of, and you know, just try to be nice. So yeah, just be nice to everyone, and hopefully you will enjoy this Thanksgiving and the holiday season. So yeah, just a very quick disclaimer, and let's just get going with this video. The first thing that I'm obviously super grateful for, especially in this year, is my overall health, and the fact that I'm not severely sick or anything, that I'm just, you know, can live a life without having to worry about medication or having to go to a doctor each week. That's just something that we do tend to maybe take for granted more than we like to admit. So yeah, I'm super grateful and thankful for my overall health. The second thing, I mean, these are not really in a specific order, but the second thing that I wrote down is what I'm thankful for is my family and their support through pretty much everything in my life. This year especially has not been easy on me, but my parents have supported me through every decision I made, and you know, every decision I ever made in my life, and they supported me especially financially, and that I'm like super grateful for, because otherwise my life would definitely not look the way it is right now, and I don't want to know what my life would be like if I would not have the support of my parents. The third thing is something that I do believe a lot of us definitely take for granted, and we don't remind ourselves often enough how grateful we can be for that, and that is the fact that I have access to internet, that I have access to a TV, that I can have an iPhone in my hand or film on a pretty expensive camera for my liking. And I don't know, I feel like we seem to take these things for granted, because for us they're pretty much like essential. Like a lot of people, especially the people that have access to YouTube and stuff, often think that this is like essential. Like, I grew up with having a TV in my room, and I grew up with being able to use the computer, and I know that there are so many people that don't have that, that were not able to, you know, use the internet or have a TV, especially not in their room. So I'm definitely thankful for the fact that I have access to those pretty much even like luxury items. Like, I think that having, you know, an iPhone is pretty luxurious, to be honest. Or the fact that, you know, I have pretty much everything that I need in order to be on social media or go on the internet or do research papers or anything. Because, like I said, a lot of people don't have access to that. So be thankful that you can watch a video on YouTube because you have access to the internet and you have a device that allows you to access the internet. So that's definitely something that I'm grateful for. And another thing I'm grateful for is the fact that I have access to education, especially as a woman, but more importantly as a human being, that I can have an education, that I can be educated. I went to high school, I went to college, I'm doing a second bachelor degree right now, and that's something that a lot of people don't have access to. Over approximately 264 million, yeah, I'm checking again, 264 million children do not have access to education. So the next time that you complain about, you know, having to do homework or, you know, having to study, or how education or school is taking you away from other things in life, I'm pretty sure that those 264 million children would love to have those problems, to be honest. That they would love to, you know, have school take some of their free time away in order to actually have an education. So literally, next time you complain about your boring education or how difficult it is, think about those 264 million children who don't have the access to education. Just the fact that still so many children don't have access to education is so crazy to me. Because like I said, I went to preschool. Ever since preschool, I've had the access to any kind of education I wanted. And the fact that, oh, like 264 million children don't have that is so sad, and like I really wish that I could change something like that, and I know that every person can do something against that. So I'm definitely gonna look into what I can do to help those children, because I think that education is really important, and that I am so happy that I was able to go to college, go to high school, even go to preschool. Like, something like that makes me really happy and feeling really, really grateful. And then last but not least, obviously, I am very, very thankful for my friends and the fact that I have someone to talk to. Okay, so my camera turned off. I just really want to finish this. The last thing that I talked about was the fact that I am thankful for my friends and that I have someone to talk to without ever feeling like I'm being judged. Especially lately, that has been really important to me, because I really just needed a friend who would listen, and I'm thankful that I had that lately. So definitely I'm grateful for my friends. So yeah, those are just a couple of things I'm grateful for. Obviously I'm super grateful for the fact that I can live in a house, that I have a roof above my head, that I have food in my fridge, maybe not in my fridge but in my parents' fridge, that I have access to clean water, I have access to air, and you know that I have a pretty privileged life, and that's something that I feel like should be something that everyone is offered. I'm so sad that there are so many people who don't have those things that I can be grateful for, because I feel like especially having a roof above your head or having food and drinks available to you are some things that are obviously like necessary, and I do view them as essential, and I really wish that everyone would have access to those things, because I feel like everyone deserves those things. So yeah, keep those people in your mind when you're celebrating Thanksgiving. Keep those people in mind that when you are celebrating your holidays. And maybe if you have the opportunity to, or the chance to help people in need, please do it. I'm gonna leave a couple of websites and organizations down below, and tell me at least one thing that you're grateful for. It could literally be just, you know, the fact that you're able to have a water right now. Like, seriously, the smallest things we take for granted. So keep that in mind next time you're complaining about some things. That keep that in mind next time your internet connection isn't working. That you even have an internet connection. The fact that you even have internet at your house, something that a lot of people don't have. And I think especially with online schooling and distance learning and stuff, a lot of people had to face that scenario of not having a computer or not having internet. And a lot of children really struggled with that, because obviously they had to do schoolwork, they couldn't because everything was closed. And I feel especially those children really suffered through this, and I'm so sorry for those. Like, I just wish I could do more in my life to help those in need. This was a lot more sad than I thought this would be, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below at least one thing you're grateful for, and I hope I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!